Yeah. Cry-hoon, jacking waves, riding up church train, solo flop, stay in your lane. You talk about mental illness, but put that on Ryan's name. Did you take your pills today? Short man, big accusations. Why are you hanging with her? We shall not mention. Adam Cry-hoon, country rap, jacking, chasing, clout for fame. Short steps, tall tales, this ain't a game. Fake friends, backstabbing, feeding off shame. Are we weapon Adam Cry-hoon? Are we weapon? Cry-hoon, short rap, tall, shaky foundation. Mental illness rap, but he's chasing sensations. Cheating on the wife, lies and deceit. Look in the mirror, the truth's bittersweet. Creek squads, crackheads, thought we had your back. Money in your pocket, now the disrespect. Now you under attack. Fake friend grinning, stabbing from the rear. Short stature, big mouth, living out of fear. Adam Cry-hoon, country rap, jacking, chasing, clout for fame. Short steps, tall tales, this ain't a game. Fake friends, backstabbing, feeding off shame. Are we weapon Adam Cry-hoon? Doing rapping. Doing rapping. Doing rapping. About the pills and pain, jacking concepts, still riding that train. Snatching country rap, thinking you the GOAT. Shirt height, long lies, truth in every note. Are we weapon Adam Cry-hoon? Doing rapping. Adam Cry-hoon, country rap, jacking, chasing, clout for fame. Short steps, tall tales, this ain't a game. Fake friends, backstabbing, feeding off shame. Are we weapon Adam Cry-hoon?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality, right now.
The Borg found new ground to assimilate. It's time to...
Hey y'all, Bigfoot here. This is my new single. Hope it don't scare y'all off.
I'm just a hairy boy born deep in the hills. Daddy ran shine, mama cooked what she killed. He drank every day till the jar ran dry. She patched up his coat with a look in her eye. I ain't had no school and no man to guide, so I taught myself how to live outside. Born to be bushy, I live off the land. Cut my own wood and work with my hands. Ain't hiding from you, I just don't belong in a world too loud and moving too wrong. I built me a leaner with bark and rope, caught fish with my hands and cooked them on oak. Learned to boil water when my gut went bad and sleep close to fire when the nights turned mad. I started to notice when the squirrels got nice. Boy born deep in the hills, daddy ran shine, mama cooked what she killed. He drank every day till the jar ran dry. She patched up his coat with a look in her eye. Ain't had no school and no man to guide, so I taught myself how to live outside. Born to be bushy, I live off the land. Cut my own wood and work with my hands. Ain't hiding from you, I just don't belong in a world too loud and moving too wrong. I built me a leaner with bark and rope, caught fish with my hands and cooked them on oak. Learned to boil water when my gut went bad and sleep close to fire when the nights turned mad. I started to notice when the squirrels got still that something was moving beyond the hill. Born to be bushy, I live off the land. Cut my own wood and work with my hands. Ain't hiding from you, I just don't belong in a world too loud and moving too wrong. Sharpened the stone till it fit just right. Hung up a snare where the trail looked tight. I ain't no ghost, just don't wanna be found. Got a pine cone pillow and a deer hide gown. I leave no tracks and I speak real low. That's how you last when you're living slow. Born to be bushy, I live off the land. Cut my own wood and work with my hands. Ain't hiding from you, I just don't belong in a world too loud and moving too wrong. In a world too loud and moving too wrong.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free, plus get your biggest refund. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. No schedules except for Earned Income Tax Credit, Child Tax Credit, and Student Loan Interest. File now.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Lima, where's the golf cart? There it is. Only...
Well, you know that I'm around. kiss them and I love them, cause to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them, I don't even know their name. They call me the wanderer, yeah, the wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Oh well, there's Chloe on my left thumb, Mary on my right, and Janie is the girl that I'm dating tonight. And when she asks me which one I love the best, I tear open my shirt and show a Rosie on my chest, cause I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around.
Hey, Rumble. Hey, YouTube. And hey, Twitch. How you guys doing today? So, there's some things I gotta notify you guys. So right now I got some stuff going on at home. So, we're kind of dealing with some stuff here at home. My grandmother's in the hospital, so there's been a lot going on. On top of that, I've been working on loan stuff for my new truck. Um, all kinds of shit going on right now. I've been kind of taking a sharp break as well. Also, guys, we're going to take a step back. Okay, we're gonna keep doing the fanboy streams because they do too well for us not to do them every Thursday. Um, that would be dumb of me to stop doing these because we all know how well they're doing. but um, but pretty much I'm going to go back to the drawing board on a few things. Now, Twitch used to be our biggest platform and it used to do really well. And I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong with that platform. And I'm thinking what we're going to start doing is all the game streams are going to be done on Twitch. And then all our the fanboy stream will be done on all three platforms. And then, of course, the Rumble premium only streams will be on Rumble. That is how we're going to do it going forward to get Twitch back up to pace so that way it's all caught up. And then once that happens, we will bring Rumble and YouTube back into the swing of those streams. But until then, we're going to just have to deal with this. But there's a lot going on in the background. I am working on Streamlabs to get that all set up and running. And I did say that we were going to have a couple streams last weekend, but I think I was tired. Guys, I worked. I hadn't had an actual day to relax or recoup or do anything since last. So today I was able to do that. But the last time I was able to do that was last Monday. So between work, helping people move stuff, I have been nonstop working and helping people. And today I needed that day. I had someone cover my shift for today, and here we are. I will make some shorts of the new truck this week or next week, though, guys. So do keep that in mind. So for those of you guys on Twitch or TikTok, those of you guys who are following the TikTok, you guys will get to see those. And if they do well enough, we will upload them up to Rumble and YouTube. So, all right. So there's a lot going on within the gaming industry right now. Something that really kind of bugs me, and we saw it coming. I saw it coming. I had a feeling that the games consoles were going to hit $1,000. I just didn't think it was going to be this gen of consoles. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. Okay. Sony, and I know there's going to be people, especially in the PSG and stuff like that, they're going to defend this. And within the PlayStation fanboy communities, they're going to defend this as well. But there really isn't any way you can defend this. Sony has announced a price increase for the PlayStation 5 console, including the PS5 Pro, the PlayStation 5 Portable, or the PlayStation Portable Remote Player, effective April 2nd, 2026. The price hikes are attributed to pressure in the global economy landscape, with the PS5 Disc Edition rising from $549.99, or pretty much $550, to about $650. That is the disc edition, the original PS5 that came out. Oh, what is it now? almost 10 years ago now. Well, no, it's like 6. It's over 6 years. That console's been out for over 6 years, and normally consoles drop in price, but this fucking thing is now sitting. You know, I saw something. People who paid scalping prices are probably happy that they paid scalping prices because that is a lot. Okay, that console should be dropping in price. It should not be going up. This is not what consoles are what's supposed to happen in the console space. Anyone who knows how consoles work, understand how they work, over time they start getting cheaper and cheaper. And this is why there's people like myself who would wait. When I did play console, I don't do console anymore because it's just a waste of money. But when I was playing console, I would usually wait until the price would drop on the device before I upgraded to the next version. So that way I didn't have to pay an ungodly price. Well, this hasn't happened this generation. There is no drop going down as the hardware gets older. This is very weird. Both Xbox and PlayStation have both admitted that they are making money off these consoles. So they definitely could start taking a hit on these consoles, but they're not doing so. That ship has already sailed, and they're going to keep doing that going forward. Even Nintendo is probably more than likely making money off their console. So they're not wanting to go in for a loss and make all their money back on the hardware like it used to be. Consoles used to be the cheap entry level for gaming. Okay? It used to be that entry level point where it's you paid less, you'd have access to games, and they would lose money on the console itself but make their money back on the software, and that was how these consoles did it. That was how consoles worked, but it's not that way anymore. They're making money across the board on this whole thing. So at the end of the day, this is not a good thing. Okay, for the PS5, the original PS5, to go up over $100 when this console is already 6 to 7 years old is pointless. Okay, it doesn't stop there. The PS5 digital edition went from about $500 to about $600. You're not really getting a discount. It's going up. Okay, that slim version, that slim model, digital edition, whatever you want to fucking call it, should have been lower. It shouldn't have been at the price tag it was at launch. Okay. And then the PS5 Pro. This is the kicker. This one's the kick to the guts, guys. This is where I think that we need to be paying attention and pay attention to how things are going to go forward, and maybe people's anyways, the PS5 Pro is going from $700 to $900. And that is without the disc drive and without the tray. After you buy that, guess what? You're paying $1,000 for a fucking console. Oh, you're paying more because you also got to pay for online and you got to buy the games at $70 a pop. So we are now at the $1,000 threshold for console gaming. That, I hate to break everyone's heart, should have never happened. I know there's going to be people defending PlayStation for doing this, but there really isn't an excuse. Okay? They're running more than likely DDR4. They're not running DDR5. Okay? So if they're running old fucking hardware from 10 years of old and using old RAM modules, why should, because DDR4 hasn't gone off dramatically. It's only DDR5 that went up ungodly amounts. Okay. And for us who know our tech, understand where they could have taken a loss on this, to be honest with you. They could have said, oh, well, it's going to cost more for all these parts. But the problem is these parts aren't going to still bring you up to $1,000. Like, these consoles are no more than small form factor PCs that you can get for fucking, I don't know, $20 to $30. No. Well, no, you could probably get the same quality PC for what you're paying here for about 500, or no, 5 to 600. No, yeah, 6, but the same components, same generational stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be $600 to $700. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, When anyone suggests for people who want to get into gaming and they give them a suggestion on which route to go, no one in their right mind after seeing this should ever suggest anyone to go to console. You should be suggesting to just get a cheap office PC, throw in a fucking GPU and a better power supply and enough RAM and an SSD, and guess what? You're good to go. You can officially game on a budget. And you don't have to pay for online. You have access to Steam. And if you're worried about your operating system, you have access to multiple operating systems. So at the end of the day, get a fucking PC. That's all I'm going to tell people going forward. If people want to get into gaming, I'm not going to be suggesting console. Because at these prices, it's not worth it. Like, at $1,000 for a fucking console, you might as well get a fucking gaming PC because your gaming PC can do more. On top of that, you don't have to pay for online. You don't get screwed every fucking chance that they can get. Not mention variable pricing. You don't have to deal with that on PC. But hey, more than likely, there's going to be people defending these fucking actions. And see, there are people who dislike me. We all know who they are. Cody Bell, we know you ain't going to call PlayStation on this shit. We know you won't. See, this is what my point is. Not just Cody Bell, but like Dreamcast guy. A lot of them are not going to sit there. A lot of them have already started defending their actions, saying there's an excuse for this, even though there isn't. Like, there is absolutely no excuse for what PlayStation did by increasing the price of these products. Hell, even the PS5, the PlayStation Portable, which is nothing more than a tablet with 2 controllers on it, went up $50. Okay, that it just shows you that, yes, we're in a RAM crisis, and I get that. Okay, we're in a shitty situation when it comes to RAM, but that doesn't mean you need to screw your customer over because we're in a shitty spot. This is not what console used to be. It used to be a cheap entry level into gaming. But no one ever accused Sony PlayStation of being smart, so. They're a fucking corporation, just like the rest of them. All right. Now, Albert tagged me in some stuff, so we're going to watch a couple videos of this dweeb.
Hey, everybody. So, Alpha Nerd. Alpha.
What the fuck is all this stuttery fucking bullshit, man?
Nerd. His name is Alpha Nerd. He's from Canada. And he fears queefy with no chin, sending dick pics.
No one fears Darius. But hey, you may think that, but truth is the truth. So you're gonna make a joke about the fact that we're in a RAM crisis right now? Is that how you're gonna do this, Albo? Hey, no, it's not like hardware is about to get expensive, including your cell phones, your TVs, and anything else that uses RAM in any sort of a way. Or the other components that are starting to go up too. CPU prices are going up, SSD prices are going up. But hey, you don't actually do anything with hardware, so you wouldn't know this because you don't pay attention to what's going on in the world. You're busy being homeless like usual.
He looked through the window and threatened his ex-wife and...
What is this? This is so stuttery, dude. Like, were you having like bad service or bad internet? Or were you using were you using McDonald's internet? Is that what's going on here? Were you using McDonald's internet? Yeah, I wouldn't suggest doing that.
And he shoved a gun against his girlfriend's head. His name is Alpha Piss. He punched the wall.
It's almost as if Albert's never punched a fucking wall.
Alpha piss. Not only can he not climb a fucking tree, go down a mudslide while ranting. Look into my eyes.
No one wants to look into your eyes. Look at this fucking ugly ass eyes, dude. Who wants to look in that shit?
Steve Fursh. Steve Fursh, who was once a gravedigger.
Oh, at least he's got a job. You know, you can't really say the same there, Albert.
On YouTube and professionally, he assaulted a man in a hospital. A man who has lived many lives. Clearly a woman abuse.
Wait. Okay, you're calling someone out for something that happens within your guys' own community. It's almost as if you guys can't own up to what happens in your community. There's a reason why we call you guys the PSG. It's a safe space for people like you, like yourselves. Like, really?
User. But not a rapist like Hyatt America, my guy.
It's almost as if you don't have any actual court papers to prove what you're saying. And no, not something that somebody else fills out. I'm talking about actual judge-appointed papers. You know, the kind of stuff that would put... If I was what you're saying I am, okay, wouldn't I be in prison right now? Elbow, I see you're in my chat. If I did what you guys are saying I did, wouldn't I be in prison? Oh, you ever know where to... You know what to say? You know, you're not going to say anything? Okay. Let me explain it very carefully for you, you dumbasses. Okay. First off, yes, I'd be in prison. Second off, I'd be a registered sex offender. So I would have to register every time I moved, and you would have literally be able to find my information all over the fucking internet. But hey, you have none of that because it doesn't exist. All it was nothing more than a goddamn restraining order that I requested for because I was sick and tired of my ex causing problems for me. I was done with that relationship and wanted to move on. Oh, you use a sarcastic text after she just lied to the judge? Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I actually hope, so you guys know how it feels, to have a woman use false rape allegations on you, Albert, Cody Bell, and anyone else that keeps pushing these false rape allegations about me. Because every time you do that, you're damaging someone's life. Okay? I want you guys to have to deal with the exact same fucking pain and problem that someone would have to deal with for going through that. Holy shit. And you never know. It could happen any fucking time. Because a woman says something happens, and it most of the time they consider it truth without evidence. So you guys could be on that receiving end at any point in time of your lives. But actually, you know what? Probably with you guys, it probably wouldn't be anything false because it actually be actually happening. But hey.
Hyatt America, who's MIA on YouTube. His
MIA because I had a lot of shit going on called life. Oh my god, it's almost as if I don't live on the fucking internet, you dumbass.
last appearance, he butt dialed. King of all dick fingers.
I butt dialed. Why did I butt dial him? Probably because he kept calling and harassing my goddamn phone number, and I've got random numbers blocked all the time. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like...
King of all dick fingers who Carl fears.
You think I fear him? That's funny.
Carl showed an old, disgusting fucking burger. He should have just threw the burger in the toilet. This fat fucking Carl. Do you remember Payday? A fat fuck who shoots drugs into his ass.
Hey, Elbow, you might as well say you fucking fear me because your ass disappeared faster than you could say hi. As soon as you get fucking called out, you run like a little bitch. Huh. Interesting.
To control his diabetes. This big fatso.
So you're making fun of someone for having diabetes. Dude, that's fucked up. That really is. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about these guys. They don't care who they make fun of. There's no line that they're not willing to. They're willing to cross any line. The majority of people have morals and values, and there's certain lines that we just don't cross. These guys don't have those same morals and values, and there's lines they will cross. They have no problem doxing minors. We've already proven this. They have no problem harassing people, making sexual remarks to minors. The list goes on and on. And in Albert's case, he thinks there's nothing wrong with jerking off in fucking public. But hey, it's not like that actually happened, Elbow. It wouldn't be that hard to find out about it because guess what? I post that shit all over the fucking internet. You can't hide, bitch.
Rolling the dice on his fucking life. Observe. Assessed. Fucking Carl.
You idiot. Everyone rolls the dice with life. You take a chance and that's how you move forward, dude. Jesus goddamn Christ. What, you do it safe, don't you? You just stick with your fucking your box in the back of fucking Home Depot. Oh no, Walmart this time. That's right, because you moved to the back of Walmart. Gotcha.
Who's gay for Dean TV? This fucking Carl. Who cries about his YouTube channel. Boo-hoo. Why doesn't anybody
Wait, Albert, you say I get no views all the time, but then I prove you wrong every fucking time. What? Think about that.
Why doesn't anybody pull up to my channel? Do you remember commenting on Carl's channel? It's fucking alpha piss. He's like threatening the community. The community's not together, says alpha piss. What's a
Your community is dismantled. What are you getting at?
touch tips with fucking back in the day gamer? This fucking alpha piss.
We know you like touching tips with dudes, Albert. Come on now, don't lie. I've always said this, man. You're one of three things. You're either a closeted homosexual, sworn lover for fucking Cyrus, or you're homophobic. One of the three.
Who did not compete in the Captain Algebra Challenge. He poo-poos other people's challenges, but he wants everybody to stop what they're doing. Devote their summer to speed running 6 or 7 games. 6, 7. This fucking alpha.
Why the fuck are you doing 6-7? What are you trying to? Oh shit! Oh, what is that term I'm thinking of right now? Jesus fucking. I'm not remembering a fucking word here. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry. Oh, thank you. You are my friend. You, my guy, my confidant, my little bitch boy. You're. Hey, Woody. Just trying to remember the term. I just remembered it. Oh, there it is. Okay. He's a fucking hipster. Fucking Albert, you're nothing more than a fucking hipster. That's what I get when you're doing this stupid shit. I find that fucking shit stupid, dude.
Piss. 6 or 7 games. Who has time for that? Alpha piss. A 2-month challenge. There's no video.
Plus, I think what the is better, anyways.
It's just a community post. He's unhappy that like 5 people pulled up to his channel willing to compete. Look at CM Retro. CM Retro. He has nobody dedicating their time to his birthday fiesta, his birthday trade day, where he's gonna trade you.
You know, I agree with you. He's more than likely, yes, on drugs.
A bunch of shitty, loose Xbox One games. Xbox has no games. He wants to trade you.
Xbox has no games. Jeez, it's almost as if you have no fucking clue on anything. There are 15 in development alone. No games, right? So again, they have 15 games coming. These aren't even games that are out yet. Like, you want to talk about, suppose you're using that same bullshit that really doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it worked last gen, yeah, because there wasn't really much they're launching. But it's PlayStation who doesn't have the games. It's not Xbox anymore. But then again, how well do you pay attention to what's going on? How many of these fucking showcases do you go watch? How many of this stuff do you actually go and research rather than just saying you do it and assuming? You know, maybe you should do your research before making a video. Danny, you wouldn't look like an idiot or a fanboy, one of the two. Which you definitely look like a fanboy. You're acting like a fanboy.
A Ninja Turtles cartoon book and a fucking Encyclopedia Brown book for fucking Dracula X sealed in a fucking box. This
nice.
CM Retro who streamed Cotton. Was Cotton wearing enough clothes for you? Fucking CM Retro, fucking Chris Miller is your fucking Hulkamania lunchbox. Is it ever?
So you're mad that he's got a collection of old Marvel and old stuff? What the fuck? Oh, it's almost as if you're mad at people for having things when you don't have them because you're fucking homeless living in the back of fucking Walmart.
You're gonna sell on Etsy. Are you ever gonna sell?
See, that's my point. Like, just let people enjoy their fucking collections. Why are you so against? Like,
Sell your Micro Machines
exactly, Woody.
Car wash that you run your dick through. This fucking alpha piss. He's upset because nobody's dedicating their time. Nobody's giving them a hard date on the challenge. 15 fucking people competed in your challenge last time. Marceau was so interested in your challenge that he did 2 cold runs and he fucking wiped his ass with your fucking dumb challenge because there's no money involved. Last time, 2 times ago, you put $40 on the fucking on the winner. Now you have 0. Now you give jack shit. Fucking 21 fatty wants to compete your fucking challenge.
So you're all upset that people want to join these speedrun challenges. You're mad because they get to join and you can't because you're probably using an emulator on your phone. You do know that a lot of those retro guys aren't going to consider emulation as good proof. They're going to want you to do it on the original hardware. I'm just being completely honest with you. Just because I personally am not going to go buy every old original console. Like, I may buy a few that I really enjoyed, but that's about it. I'll just play if there's something I want to play on a device. I'll just from an old console. I just emulate it on my PC. But like I get why they have their rules and the way that they want to do it because that makes sense. So you're mad that you can't join them because you don't have the hardware. Again, that sounds like a you problem. No one else's problem but your own. And you're just kind of taking it out on everyone because you're homeless and poor and yeah.
I'm fucking tarred in a fucking heart in a soft helmet. Mr. Matthews wants to compete your fucking challenge. The pedo defender. This majority wants to.
Not really. I think so. Microsoft's best time was XP. XP was the pinnacle, the best operating system in my personal opinion. Obviously, you don't run it because you run the chance of getting fucking viruses and hacked and bullshit like that. But like, if I could, and it still had support to this day, yeah, absolutely.
Compete in your challenge. Some gay fucker who does streams like this in the back of his fucking gay head.
And
who else is gonna compete in your fucking lame ass fucking challenge? Mazin Power, who Luke's Awakening identified as a Woody Dewey Brazilian. Some shirtless fuckface who streams like this. Look it up at the screen. Because he's fucking retarded.
Oh, look at me.
You want to become a retard fucking asswipe streamer. No death run. You are a
fucking Albert. You're YouTube tends to protect their content creators, so if they start harassing people, they kind of just let it fucking, instead of calling it out or doing, especially when it's against their fucking code of conduct and their rules and violations, they don't actually enforce those on certain creators, which is fucking stupid. Because Dean's channel would have been gone by now if they were actually enforcing it.
A honey dripping.
And no, Rumble is not a safe space either, and that's why they'll never come to Rumble. Well, they've got their fucking fake channels here on Rumble, but they know because it's not a big platform, they're not going to get away with it. It's not going to have as big of an impact. Even though I'm live on Rumble, YouTube, and Twitch, so I personally don't care. So I am reaching a broader audience, but it's. Oh, really? No, I didn't. Really? It's almost as if they don't realize that YouTube is actually starting to crack down on that shit because they're running into an issue where people are leaving their fucking platform in droves. So they have to sit there and go, well, how do we fix this? Oh, well, let's start cracking down on our code of conduct and make sure that people aren't harassing others. They're just going to keep doing that. And I personally don't care. Let them do it. It's going to allow channels like my own to be fine, thrive, and move forward. And it's going to call people out like Cody Bell, Albert, and all of them and start holding them accountable for their actions. That's what I want. Everyone needs to be held accountable for what they do.
Ranter. You claim you're the biggest, the baddest, the biggest dick, all this shit, but you can't fucking back.
Then it could have been because they probably deleted the channels to make sure I didn't react to them on a Rumble Premium only stream.
Get up, alpha piss. This is gonna be your last challenge. Why don't you delete your fucking YouTube channel, pussy face?
Telling people to delete their fucking YouTube channels. Why? Just you guys did the same shit with me. I'm still here. I just made new ones. Every time you guys took my channels down with false copyright strikes, I just made a new one. It's almost as if I still fucking won, but the fact is, I was still making content. I still had everything up on fucking Rumble. So that means I still had fucking content. You guys didn't delete anything. It just pushed my viewers over to Rumble, allowing that channel to grow. Oh, yeah. Dean does it all the time. Dean is a pussy. I've always thought that of him. He can't actually handle me, and that's why he hates me so much. Like, I'm one of, like, he despises me because I've exposed him for who he is.
Fucking retardo code. Yeah, what they doing? Why? 27 hours.
You guys have been obsessing with fucking Ricardo for the last 5 or 6 years. You guys don't find that deranged at all? Or psychotic? Like, the rest of the world thinks that the fact that you guys obsess over Ricardo, Cody, and others as much as you guys do, they live rent-free in your guys' head. That tells me you guys aren't winning shit. It tells me literally they live rent-free in your head. It tells me you guys actually fucking lost. Because once it gets to that point, the battle's over. Okay. But hey, if it makes you feel any better, he couldn't beat you. If you live rent-free in his head, that's the way I look at it. Take that as a W. because I live rent free in these guys' heads all the time, and if you can't tell, that's all you have to do. And then they'll keep obsessing over you. They'll keep making themselves lose. You don't have to do jack shit. All I do now is react to fucking Albert every so often, because I'm not reacting to anything Dean does, because we all know he likes to do false copyright strikes.
Streaming on YouTube in 1 fucking week. That's a part-time job. He has
These are the fanboy streams. These are never being done.
no job. You have no games. All your games are common fucking shit.
Are you around him 24/7? Do you know what he does off stream? Because if you do, that's kind of, first off, a little disturbing. Start right there. Like like if you are literally stalking Ricardo, I know you're gonna watch this. Watch your back, buddy. Like, because if they're stalking you, that's like kind of fucked up. Also, you have no clue, Albert. You're not around him 24/7. You don't know what he does on his free time. So don't go assuming what people do on their free time is what you think they're doing, because that's not what's happening. Because you have no fucking clue. Okay, what I do off stream is none of your fucking business. What Ricardo does off stream is none of your business. So why care?
Shit. And they're caked in fucking mold. You're streaming. You don't know that Castlevania 4 was basically a launch title on Super Nintendo? You don't know that came out before? You think Dracula X came out after fucking Castlevania 4? Retard. Retardo Cody wants to look at little kids' pictures. He wants to look at a kid's picture online. He saved what he thought was a kid's dick picture in his phone. This whatty doey fuck who blew kisses at Danny Dolphin thinks Dracula X is called Dracula 20. Fucking retarded.
You know, it's almost as if you guys do the things you're accusing others of doing. You jerked off in public. Okay. Cody Bell made sexual remarks to a minor. It's almost as if you guys do what you're complaining to others for supposedly doing while doing it yourselves. It's almost as if you just want to put the blame of what you did onto other people. It's almost as if you did something, so you want to just project yourself onto others. I'm sorry, that's a sign of narcissist.
Retardo fucking Cody. What he doing? PK on the fucking dong. PK on the fucking dong is packing it up on fucking YouTube. He wants to not delete his channel. He is claiming he deleted his viewing app for YouTube because it's too much of a burden for him to get notifications, to watch videos. He's claiming that some mystery person is watching self-help videos and not
Oh yeah, he is.
Not improving. This peeking a dong with a purple hat. Never fix his fucking mold. You painted over your fucking mold. It's poison. Peeking the dong.
How do you know he painted over the mold? Do you have, again, this is just you thinking he did something without any proof of anything. You're just assuming. You know what they say about assumptions? It makes an ass out of you and me. So why are you doing that? Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are idiots. This is why I make fun of you and why it's so goddamn easy. Jesus Christ.
You could delete your viewing app on YouTube, but you're on Blue Sky all fucking day. It's endless tweets on Blue Sky. You're gonna do a review of Breath of Fire 4. You're never gonna beat that fucking game. Peek of the fucking dong. 50 fucking deep. Pull up.
How do you know? Maybe he will beat it. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What he does in his spare time and how he does it is not your concern. It's no one's concern. Yeah, I do. She's here somewhere. She's probably laying down, to be honest with you. Yep. She's laying on the chair. Let me guess, he's gonna be jealous of me having a proper fucking beard. Okay.
Everybody? So, Cyrus Martin with a Swiss cheese brain. This last line. Ooh.
Sorry, are you talking about your old gay lover? Is that what's happening here, Albert?
Died his tips. Wanted Zelda to be a man.
I'll be right back. I gotta go refill my coffee, and yeah.
Oh, well, I roam from town to town. I go through life without a care. And I'm as happy as a clown. Here with my two-faced divine, and I'm going nowhere. Now, little, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town. And when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right into that car of mine and drive around the world, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around and round and round and round. Yeah, 'cause I'm a to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town. And when I find myself up falling for some girl, I hop right into that car of mine and drive around the world, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around and yeah, round and round and round. I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around and yeah, round and round and round, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around.
Mommy shit her pants last night. She said the smell was me. And Daddy heard her stupid lie, and his dumb ass believed. So they can kiss my ass goodbye. I'm packing up my things and walking out this house tonight. I'm better than those freaks. Goodbye, Mommy, and good luck, 'cause now your shits are yours to own. I hit the road and now you're fucked, 'cause Daddy's gonna finally know. I'm starting over, gonna find some people of my own. And when we really shit our pants, we'll carry that load. We'll carry that load. Lying isn't very nice, so now I really gotta go enjoy your stupid fucking life and stinky little worthless home. Like, bitch, that shit was you, not me. My shit don't smell like Applebee's, so leave my ass the fuck alone. I'm gonna find a better home.
All right. All right.
failed at his Patreon. Nobody gave you money. Last line, who makes thumbnails, goes out of his way to create fucking live streams, yet he gets no views.
Who are we talking about here?
Makes his way around the dork circle, begging for viewership. Eugene never pulls up. Eugene with breast on his chest, shaves his fucking arms, dresses as Ghostbusters. This fucking last line who cut all his gay dye tips off of his stupid.
Again, you're not helping the case, Albert. You really aren't. You're not beating the allegations. Right now, more than likely, everyone agrees with me on this. You're either A, a closeted homosexual, B, a scorn lover for Cyrus, or B or C, you're homophobic. You're one of the three. And you're not beating the allegations. You're just doubling down and making it worse for yourself. One of these days, you're going to have to just come clean with us. Which of the three are you? Or are you a little bitch in hiding and not going to give us that fucking answer? Because you still have access to chat in my fucking chat, because I haven't banned you yet. So where is that answer? Are you going to come in here and fucking give it to us? Give us the fucking answer to your what you are of those three things? Or you can be a little bitch and hide because you fear me.
Fucking zit covered face, head, housing that face. Because of me!
You're making fun of others on how they look, and you look like you haven't taken a shower in over a month.
Dresses in what looks like a juggalo button down. Queef called the juggalos gay. Last line!
Yeah. Watch your words there, dude. Because I know some people who are pretty involved with all that. Yeah. We're not going to go into my past. I really don't want to. Not with that. There's a reason why I left all that shit behind.
Last line was running his gator in Cyrus Martin's chat, talking about how I made up that Cyrus Martin has a Swiss cheese brain. He said it. Stupid ass! Cyrus Martin's Swiss cheese brain. 16 years of retardation. 16 years of streaming with fucking.
You see, again, I find a problem with people using certain words. And it's just because of out of respect, out of morals, out of values, out of things that we don't say. You use that word and you don't realize you're damaging multiple children or multiple people who actually have like Down syndrome and shit, who actually struggle on a regular basis because they have disabilities. But you find it funny to make fun of them. Okay? Don't get me wrong. When they make fucking funny jokes, I'm laughing my ass off. But making fun of them because of their disability and making fucking jokes like this is just not cool. Hold yourself accountable for your actions, and guess what? People will have more respect for you. But the thing is, we all know you don't have enough respect for yourself, so you don't care. If you had any self-respect, you wouldn't have jerked off in public. Just being honest.
Eugene. 16 years of no views. 16 years of this Eugene trying to get monetized, trying to make $1 streaming.
I'm monetized. What are you going to do there, buddy? What are you going to do? What are we going to turn this? Where are you going to turn this?
They're doing a reflection on 16 years of crybaby Cyrus, boo-hoo, who's crying about Norm, the boring historian. Norm, the lazy fuck, who...
You have a problem with historians now? I don't know about you, but I want people to know their history. So you dogging on a historian is not helping society right now. The reason why we're in the positions that we are is because no one remembers their fucking history. Because all the time you got parties like the Democratic Party and other groups trying to erase history. And then people actually follow the fucking line. If he's giving out actual history facts, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because by doing that, history only repeats itself when it's forgotten. And history does tend to repeat itself. It's almost as if the Democratic Party wants their history erased. My Rumble viewers know what I'm talking about. The Democratic Party was the party of the slave. They were the slave owners. They were the party of the KKK. They were a party of Jim Crow laws. They were against every time for freedom, for rights. But because historians, they need to keep telling the truth. And the more they are honest and are telling the truth and being honest, it helps.
Dumped all the files on Internet Archive. Who cares? Because he's a lazy fuckface who wants to do a podcast of his own. Some boring, lame-ass fucking podcast. Cyrus Martin was acting like someone...
Some people actually enjoy those podcasts. And we've gotten some really great memes from those podcasts. Does anyone remember turning the frogs gay?
Shot his fucking cat in the fucking head because Norm packed it up. This, what about your...
Maybe you shouldn't stand in the street, Albert. You know, you complain to others about not standing in the street while you're standing in the street, you dumb fuck. You know what? He's going to get hit one of these days. I'm going to laugh. Or he's going to, like, be recording his video, walk in the middle of the street. He's going to get smacked by a car, and I'm going to laugh. I seriously am going to laugh. I know it sounds horrible, but the fact is, he's walking in the street making fucking videos, not paying attention to where he's walking, and he harasses people on a regular basis. It would literally be karma. Karma giving him the middle finger.
Friend, Geek Storian. You think Norm is better than Geek Storian with zits all over his fucking face? Cyrus, why don't you tell that to fucking Geek Storian? Why don't you tell the Geek Storian, Nick with zits, who has zits on his face, on his scalp, on his ass?
I would really be... you're on a fine line there. If he's got fucking skin cancer, you're going to regret those words. Oh, wait, no, you won't because you don't have any morals or values.
This Nick with zits who said, "Fuck you, Rumble," did not compete in the Alpha Piss Challenge last time. Will he compete this time?
Okay, whoever said fuck you, Rumble, go fuck yourself.
Historian likes to cry on Luke's Awakening's channel about how he has to work all the time. This fucking, this Cyrus Martin. They're doing a reflection. 16 years of this fucking epically geeky. 16 years of dressing up as Ghostbusters. 16 years of going to conventions and bothering people with their stupid fucking
This is boring. Am I the only one that feels like this video is boring?
podcast that nobody cares about. I'm the only one that watches this shit. Fucking Galaga guy. So Galaga guy 88 doesn't like the drama. He's immune
Okay, so let him be out of the drama.
to drama. Then why are you badgering me in a comment telling me I'm a liar? Telling me I'm wrong when I'm fucking right, stupid ass.
Oh my god, it's almost as if you get called out for being wrong and then you get mad about it. How many times I've called you out for being wrong? Not once have you ever owned up to it. I called out fucking your buddy Cody Bell. I caught him. And what did he do? He acted like it never happened. He didn't own up to it. My point exactly is you guys sit there and fuck up and never own up to your fuck ups. See where I'm getting at? And then you fucking point the blame at someone else because they called you out on your fucking bullshit. You know, it's almost as if, and then you guys sit there and try to sit there and put the blame game. You guys go do something, so you're assuming someone over there is doing it, even though they're not doing it, and because it doesn't fit your fucking narrative, you're like, oh, this is not how this works. I gotta blah, blah. Like, come on. Grow up.
This Galaga guy who looks like he got butt fucked by fucking Hyatt America. My guy. This Galaga guy was trying to smear Billy Mitchell, the endless legend. There wouldn't be a Twin Galaxies if not for Billy Mitchell. Stupid ass.
Who fucking cares? Like, seriously, who fucking cares? Someone doesn't like a music artist? Who fucking cares? Like, it has nothing to do with you.
This fucking dumb fuck spreads beard oil on his fucking face. He shills beard oil.
He's got beard oil. Congratulations. You have a problem with someone using beard oil? Like, dude, this is obsession. You don't see a problem with this, Albert? Do you think what you're doing is okay and is not, like, on the fringe of psychotic? Like, well, the rest of us find this very psychotic. You know, actually, if we still had psych wards, all members of the PSG would probably still be in them. Like, think about it. I'm not wrong, am I?
And rubs it all over his fucking beard. Trying to smooth out his beard. What are you rubbing oil on your face for? Fucking Galaga guy.
He likes beard oil. Let him enjoy his fucking beard oil. Again, it has nothing to do with you. You don't buy it, okay? So you have no need for it. You can't grow a fucking beard, more than likely, because you can't. And so you're just mad at someone for using beard oil for their beard. It's almost as if, again, self-projection. It is fucking thick with you. Self-projection is thick. Like,
do you have ass oil that you rub all over your fucking ass cheeks? Fucking Galaga guy. This Galaga guy that has no problem taking money from Dave Bilveron, who talks all kinds of shit about your fucking friend Fafford. Galaga guy.
Who fucking cares? I
You
find this
stand up
fucking,
for anything.
I find this video very pointless on most of this shit. Because I personally am not going to care. As if it doesn't affect me, I do not fucking care. Okay, if you're gonna do what fucking like Reforge and a lot of them do, where they pull up their member goals and all that bullshit, yeah, I have a problem with that because it screams you're begging for money. Where I'm not gonna do things like that just because I'm never like that's not my thing. Yeah, we have Dubby on the screen, but that's just because I am partnered with Dubby. Um, and if you guys do use code American Gaming, you guys do get a discount on your purchase. But see, the thing is, these guys obsess over everything. There's things that they have no need to obsess over that they will obsess over. And for me, this just I like these are things that the average person doesn't really give a fuck about. Okay? This is why you'll never be on the same boat as me because I actually call out things that affects the average fucking person where you're calling things out that have nothing to do with you and the average person. See, I call out corporations for being fucking greedy. You call out content creators for what? For doing something you don't like? It's not your content. It's not your channel. How they do things and what they do in their personal lives has nothing to do with you. But for some reason, it does. For Albert's situation, to Albert, it has something to do with him because he just wants to obsess. He's deranged. He's psychotic. Like,
Galaga guy. You really need the $1 that much fucking Galaga guy that you'll compromise your integrity by having this fucking cum stain on your fucking channel. You have a Devastator Omega, another dick sucker face on your fucking channel. Rexer Show doesn't like you. How about you don't like Rexer Show? How about you stand up for something? Or you like so you saying I don't like
he's doing it again. Okay, what do you do as a content creator when you are given when you get money, whether it be through subscriptions, through super chats, you show that you're grateful for it. You're mad because he's doing that? I don't know about you. Okay, you're mad because he's being grateful for someone supporting his channel. And him being grateful is a bad thing. And allowing him to stay around is a bad thing. Okay? Obviously, he's not against criticism, though. If he doesn't remove the guy for making fun of one of his buddies, he's a better man than you are.
Rexer Show implies that you like him. He doesn't like you. So that means you like Rexer Show. You like that droopy-eyed dick sucker face who took him fucking 5 days to do a perfect Pac-Man. He called A-Rod a fucking fraud. He thinks he's better than A-Rod. Called Derek Jeter average. This dumb fuck. He thinks he's a better baseball player than fucking Derek Jeter. This fucking Rexer Show. This Bradley who sang disgusting songs to his kids about weed and extramarital affairs. This fucking Rexer Show. Who it took him another 5 days to beat fucking Mike Tyson in Punch Out. He's not D. Reed.
Again, obsession. 1 second, guys. I'm just.
And you like Kevin.
There we go.
Grant too, don't you? You like that little fucking midget Galaga guy. That fucking beard oil that you're rubbing all over your fucking face. A little bottle like this costs over $30. And you're saying that the Billy Mitchell hot sauce is too expensive? You fucking
Probably is. Like, what? You're mad at him for spending money on beard oil and some about Billy Mitchell?
fucking fat load. The fucking
It's obsession, is what it is, guys. It is obsession. They obsess over people 24/7. Think they are the fucking police of the internet. They think they control everything. In reality, they don't. They're nothing more than fucking losers who obsess over people 24/7. Like, I personally do not care what other people do on in their free time. I personally do not care what people are playing. I like, if it doesn't affect me and the average person or the average consumer, I could give a rat's ass. I'm being honest with you. All right. Now, I gotta see. Okay, well, it looks like he doesn't have anything. No. No joke, he's got 2 fucking videos that scream fanboy. I can't. I can't. Oh, he's got some stuff here. I was like, oh well, he may not have anything on what's going on currently with the whole PlayStation situation, but he's got stuff. He's definitely got fanboy videos. I'm ready for some salt. You guys ready for some salt?
Staying up late gaming solo? With Hacko AI, get the ultimate companion for your playtime.
I noticed that the enemy jungle Ramus.
Hey there, gamers. Dreamcast Guy here. Today we're talking about the PlayStation 6 because the big leaker, Kepler L2, last night he did a series of posts about the exact layout of the PlayStation 6. Apparently,
to me, if that's what it's supposed to look like, it literally looks like the Xbox One. If that is what it's supposed to look like, that looks like the Xbox One. Here. Okay, so if this right here. Okay, so what is in the picture here? It's not showing my mouse. If this is it, okay, that looks exactly like a fucking Xbox One.
it's coming next year, even though nobody's really excited for it. It's going to cost over $1,000, very likely.
Told you. Oh my god, it's almost as if we all fucking told you the goddamn thing is going to cost over $1,000. If this is actual factual, then yeah, we told you guys. We said it for fucking months. Ever since the fucking PS5 Pro, we've been telling you guys that that console is going to cost you a fucking $1,000. And you fucking fanboys are going to shill up the fucking money because you have no fucking spines. Like, let's be for real here.
Specifications of it aren't really that much more powerful than a PlayStation 5, but weirdest part of it is that it will not have a disk drive. Also, the internal storage is still...
Oh, it's almost as if everyone just buys digital nowadays anyways. you know, it's not like, you know, our gaming PCs. My PC does not have a disk drive. Gaming PCs usually don't come with disk drives. What I'm saying is everything tends to follow what the PC is doing. That's why the digital storefronts followed PC, everything, so on and so forth. We are moving to digital markets. We're not going to stay in this physical ownership of going forward. You can't say that it doesn't hold up for game preservation, because in a lot of ways it does, and in some ways it doesn't. But if the developer never removes the game, and there's ways of keeping your games for PC. There isn't for console, but there definitely is for PC. For PC, you can always pull the files off, throw them on a flash drive, and call it good. Then when you want to play the game, pull it back into your SSD and play it. So, which again comes down to what ownership.
Only a terabyte. Now, I want to break down all of this because it does feel like a lot of.
Wait, you're surprised that it's only coming with a terabyte? It's not like SSD prices are through the fucking roof right now. Wow. No one tell him how much a fucking SSD costs right now. All right, I'll be right back.
Goodbye, mommy, and good luck. Cause now your shits are yours to own. I hit the road and now you're fucked. Cause daddy's gonna finally know. I'm starting over, gonna find some people of my own. And when we really shit our pants, we'll carry that load. We'll carry that load. We'll carry that load. We'll carry that load. Goodbye, mommy, and good luck. Cause now your shits are yours to own.
Shot for the stars and they didn't shoot back. That's a day that the code got cracked. Oh, I shot for the stars, next one rack. No star ever would pop back, and that's facts, motherfucker truck.
Legacy liver, a name to be remembered. Double barrel, holy sinner. Artist with the fire, no timber. Artist with the fire, like I'm sipping plain dinner. Artist with the fire, magic wand, I'm a word wizard. It's plain to see that I'm okay with some turbulence. Red dot, red flashed up, I'm all inside an ambulance. Drive it in the river, make them think they's getting bandages. River rat, run them out, wave as the damages. I'm looking in the mirror, still I see no damages. Look at these dudes, they don't even know what damage is. Church motherfucker make you holy if you tell me where the chapel is. Adam look at Eve, cause you choking on the apple. Jeez, Jesus freaks till they baptized for 30 minutes. Then they transcend till they get this like they can't get in it. Their career never started, so they say it can't be ended. Then they continue pretending cause they all bitches.
You ain't this and never gonna be. Down south, baby, only sipping strong tea. And I.
All right, let's keep watching this fucking dweeb.
People just are not excited about next gen. A lot of people, even if they have a big game collection, even if they're somebody who has disposable income, it just doesn't feel like people feel that raw, gnawing hype for next gen. Now, typically,
no one is feeling that, because right now these consoles are costing way too fucking much. Like, it's almost as if you guys don't realize that these consoles aren't worth the price tag.
every other generation, from the PlayStation 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4, every single time there has been this crazy revolutionary leap. Think of the games that can exist. Better crowd density, better graphics, or what a lot of people kind of forget is that jump to PlayStation 3 have that can exist.
I can't personally. Okay, idiot. be honest. At the end of the PlayStation 3 and the 360's life cycle, the consoles that replaced them were pretty much capable of doing the exact same thing. There was not much of a leap between the PS3 and the PS4. You're using the oldest game with like that doesn't help. At the end of their fucking life cycle, what you needed to do was have a game not at the beginning of their life cycle, but at the end, because that really showed what its capabilities. I'm being honest with you because I played GTA fucking how many goddamn times on multiple different fucking remasters of the game, and I'm telling you, there was no leap between the PS3 and the PS4. I'm just being honest.
Better crowd density, better graphics, or what a lot of people kind of forget is that jump to PlayStation 3, having those first HD games, having games become widescreen. Like there was just each generation had this landmark advancement that felt necessary, that felt important, that felt generational. But with the PlayStation 6, what are we really going to get? Even faster load times, even better graphics? Do we really care in the era with the PlayStation 5 already looks so good? Let's take a look at these leaks because a lot of people are basically saying this seems like a bad deal, even if you want the best PlayStation experience.
Why are you going for a PlayStation experience? Why don't you just go for the best gaming experience? Why are you guys paying the most money for a worse experience? That doesn't make any sense to me. I like saving money, and I like knowing that my bang for buck on my PC is I'm getting my money's worth. Like, that's important to me. You guys are not getting your money's worth on these consoles. I hate to break your fucking hearts. And if you are, great. Congratulations. But to the majority of people in this world, do not feel like that PlayStation is worth the money. I'm just being honest with you. The console is not worth $600. It's not worth fucking $700, and it's definitely not worth $1,000. Until you guys fucking realize this, you guys are just going to keep simping for that company, and they're going to keep giving you shitty fucking games, selling you shitty fucking consoles, charging you for online, charging you to do all this other fucking shit. Like, it's not even fucking good. You guys get one tentpole title a fucking year, and you act like it's so amazing getting that one tentpole title a year, when in actuality it isn't.
Let's talk. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So, PlayStation 6 is still going to use a 1 terabyte SSD with no disk drive. Now, this is essentially how you buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. The PlayStation 5 Pro, when you buy it today, it has a 1 terabyte storage and also no disk drive. You got to buy a disk drive separately. The game size could be reduced with neural texture compression. Now, this is a thing a lot of developers have been talking about, which is that obviously, if you've ever tried to install a game on your PlayStation 5 that also is on the PlayStation 4, you'll notice it says, do you want to install the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5 version? And the PS5 version is actually smaller, even though the game looks better. That's because we've got better compression technology, especially.
Please don't tell me you think we got better compression technologies. I'm on a fucking PC, and I'm going to tell you right now, they don't have good, like, you're talking about a technology that isn't old. File compressing's been around for decades now. Okay? That's what zip folders are. It's compressed files. Our biggest complaint with game developers right now is they don't know how to compress files, even though it's been a thing since forever. It's nothing new. It's just game devs being lazy and not wanting to compress the files. Call of Duty is a prime example of this. I am almost positive that Black Ops 7 or Black Ops 6 could be shrunk quite a bit if they compress the files properly. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Actually on the solid state. So it is interesting that essentially this new tech takes that even further. A game that would take up 100.
It's tech that's over fucking 20 years old already. You're so hyped about technology that isn't even fucking new. Oh my, these fanboys have no fucking clue about hardware. That's really what it comes down to. They have no clue about software. They have no clue how things work. If they did, they would know that this should have already been a thing on console. They should have already been compressing files. It is very easy to do. Developers could have done it for decades. We've had 2 generations of consoles now that have had hard drives. There's no reason why you guys couldn't have. No, 4. We've had 4 generations with hard drives. There's no reason why you couldn't compress the files. It's because the developers are lazy. Or you know what the other reason is? Is because they want you to focus on only their one fucking game. So that way you can't download more games to enjoy. It's trying to take up as much of your fucking file space as possible.
Gigs, maybe will only take up like 85 gigs. Not the biggest substantial decrease, but there is talks that this neural texture compression will also make games look even better. That basically every single thing, there will be no pop in, everything will look even crisper and cleaner. Sort of like
You're so proud of things that have been on PC for the last decade. Oh my god. I can't. These fanboys are fucking stupid.
bump back being the original Xbox. But the part that a lot of people are kind of stuck on is that really, really big price tag, a luxury expenditure. Now,
Yes. So right now, I'm gonna say it. Gaming is becoming a luxury, and like high-end luxury. I think anything that you spend money to enjoy is luxury, but the high end, where this was a luxury that everyone could afford and everyone could enjoy, and that was what was so great about gaming. Now we're leaving that point. Now it's they're going after the households that have $150,000 a year. Okay, and they're going to just keep doing this. And the problem with that is the games and the consoles and the stuff we grew up with, the fact that we were able to enjoy these things, they helped us get through so much times. That's what helped us. But getting rid of it is going to hurt children and hurt people more than they realize.
a couple of years ago, Xbox released this very strange study that they think there is an importance to aiming at the luxury market. You know, that's when Xbox started releasing those like $200 special edition controllers. What is it? The Xbox Elite controller. And I always thought it was crazy, but PlayStation has copied that motif. Now, PlayStation has their own $200.
What? You're surprised? We're talking about PlayStation, right? We're talking about the same PlayStation that launched the PS3 at $600 fucking dollars. A console that wasn't worth $600 fucking dollars, but they were charging you $600. Ha! You don't see a problem with that? You don't see a problem or a pattern with PlayStation? It's almost as if they're just doing the same shit they've done in the past. But you guys are never going to humble them like you should be doing, so they're just going to keep doing it. You know, at some point, people had a fucking backbone to these corporations. That's why PlayStation had to drop the price of the PS3. And that's why the PS4 didn't cost as much as a fucking PS3. Because people held Sony accountable. You guys aren't doing that anymore. You guys are allowing these companies to screw you every inch of the way. The average consumer cannot afford $1,000 fucking plastic box. I'm being completely honest with you. You know what that's gonna do? All PlayStation's gonna do is push their fucking their user base over to fucking PC. I'm being honest with you. Because if you're gonna pay $1,000 for a fucking console, you might as well go out, get yourself a fucking gaming PC. You don't have to pay for online. You have access to Steam. You have access to Steam sales. You get cheap games. And guess what? You don't have to pay for online. And then you don't have to keep upgrading or buying a new console every generation. You could just upgrade the hardware to handle newer stuff. It's almost as if PC is the better option. And it's almost as if what PlayStation is going to do is the one thing they don't realize what they're doing is they're going to push their entire user base over to PC.
Controller, the PlayStation Edge. So it seems like these companies, they're in the spot where they think that, okay, instead of trying to sell the most games to the brokies, I guess, we're going to try and sell the most expensive product to the highest caliber people. The reason I just think this will not work is that game developers themselves, over and over and over again, say, we aim at the biggest pool of players. If there are 10 million
biggest pool of players, you're saying every developer, and I'm assuming you're probably going to go based off the AAA developers, they aren't going for that. Are you kidding me? GTA 6 is rumored to launch at $100. That isn't going to give you the biggest pool of people. I don't think you realize this, but people don't have $100 to spare on a fucking video game. That is food. That is things you need for the house. Bills, responsibilities. Like, come on, use your fucking head.
People playing on PC, we're going to optimize the hell of it on PC. That's why, even though the Xbox Series X technically has more power than the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 5 looks better every single time. It runs better, it is cleaner, it just has a better, sharper, clearer image. That's
what? No, I've seen both side by side, and the Xbox outperforms the PlayStation 5 every time. But hey, it's almost like you have he's got his Sony pony lines on, and he's like, they got better hardware, but this still looks better because it's got a PlayStation logo. Oh, that one looks better, but this one looks better because it's got a PlayStation logo. Come on. You know what? Maybe I should go buy some fucking PlayStation glasses just to make that fucking joke.
It's because there are 90 million PlayStation 5s, which means developers are like, okay, if we're making games, we're going to make it look best where it sells best. That's where we're going to focus our intentions because that's.
I hate to break your fucking heart. It's not hard to optimize for both of those devices at the same time. Do you know why? You know, it's not like they have the exact same fucking architecture. You know, you do realize, Pony, that what is inside the PlayStation is not far off from what is in the Xbox and vice versa. They both use AMD's fucking chipsets. They're both nothing more than small form factor PCs. Until you guys get that through your thick skull, the better off you're going to be off, because you're going to realize they're nothing more than small form factor PCs, which again brings down to the other fact, exclusives, there's no need for them. Again, I don't understand how you guys don't understand hardware. You guys act like you do, but then don't. And then you get proven why you guys don't every fucking time. Guys, remember, this was the same group of people that thought the PS5 looked better than a 4090. And then these were also the same group of people that thought the PS5 Pro looked better than a 5090. Guys, they thought these consoles looked better than a $2,000 GPU. And they act like they know fucking hardware. It's almost as if you guys don't. And you prove it to us day in and day out.
Where we're going to get the most reward and payback for our work. So I almost feel like if the PlayStation 6 is trying to be this expensive, if it requires an external disk drive, probably like really expensive controllers, probably some weird extra crappy peripheral they're going to try and invent, I do feel like a lot of people are going to start saying, okay, I'll stay with my PlayStation 5. And I do kind of think if there's more people with PlayStation 5s than PlayStation 6s, they're still going to optimize it for that, as weird as that is to think about.
No, they won't. They'll stop pushing games on it to try to get you to buy the newer generation of console. They do this all the time. This is why you guys get screwed every fucking generation. And this isn't just exclusive to fucking PlayStation. All three of them do it. So, where are you going to get the best experience? PC, because your old hardware is still going to be able to play modern games. Like, it's almost as if that's the better place to play.
Hardware leaker Kepler claims the base PlayStation 6 will launch in holiday 2027, so literally 16 months from now. It is expected to come with a 1 terabyte storage drive and no built-in disk drive to keep the cost down. The leaker says Sony may use neural texture compression to keep those game files smaller than the PS5. Now, to me, this shows how scared Sony is of these costs. There has been talks that right now,
yeah, it's not like the SSD is cheap right now.
it's not just RAM itself. It's not just like the general processing power that's making systems so expensive. It is also storage. Right now, just raw storage costs are literally higher than they have ever been. Now, currently, they're taking a tiny dip, thankfully, but there is some talk.
There's no dip. They're not taking any dips. They're going to charge you up the ass for that fucking thing. PlayStation wants to keep making money on these consoles. And you guys will keep paying money for these consoles. And you'll keep allowing them to do exactly what they do. Because you guys do not hold these console manufacturers accountable for their fucking actions. If you guys did, guess what? They wouldn't be doing what they do to you guys on a regular basis.
That, okay, if you're trying to make a fully digital console, you want the storage to be as big as possible. Obviously, you don't want people having to uninstall a game for every game they install. But some people are kind of like, okay, do we get 2 terabytes, 3 terabytes? It sounds like it really is at a point where just the storage drive of this is practically probably 30% of the cost of manufacturing. So it does seem like, in a way, PlayStation is trying to cut corners to give you the most affordable price possible, even though it is still going to be astronomically big. Now, a lot of hardware collectors not exactly thrilled about this, right? The concept of PlayStation 6 with no disc drive launching in for $1,000. Now, when I bought the PlayStation 5 Pro, I wasn't exactly thrilled. Obviously, I got a lot of videos about it, but the PlayStation 5 Pro not coming with a disc drive to me was a giant L. I mean, at the time, it was $700. And even then, now it's crazy to think it's $900, right?
So you spent over $800 for your plastic box, and now it's over $1,000. It's almost as if you right here admit what they're doing isn't okay, but yet you keep shilling out the money for them. It's almost as if you guys will never learn, and they will still keep giving them all your money, and you won't do what the rest of us do. Or what smart people do.
There is an importance to physicality that goes beyond just accessibility, right? Right now, if you buy a disc drive for your PlayStation 5, it plays every PlayStation 4 game and every PlayStation 5 game. When we get that PlayStation 6, it's going to play the thousands of PS5 games, the tens of thousands of PlayStation 4 games, and, the 25 PlayStation 6 games. That backwards compatibility, having that disc drive actually matters. There's also games that
PS6 does not have, or the PS5 does not have backwards compatibility. Well, you talking about that thing you had to pay for to access? No, you cannot take a fucking PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 2 or even a PS3 or a PS3 disc and use it on the PS5. They screwed themselves for that, first off. And then on top of that, they charged you extra just to have any form of backwards compatibility. And you guys acted like that was a good thing. Something that is free on both PC and Xbox, and they charge you guys for it. And you guys are like, oh, we got a W because we get the backwards compatibility. No, that wasn't a W. That was an L. That company fucked up and you guys defended it. Just like every time they screw you, you guys are like, oh, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's still PlayStation because it's got the blue, it's because it's got the PlayStation logo. You're going to still buy it. You're going to still buy it because of the PlayStation logo. We all know this.
Or out of print. I don't know. There's some pretty rare, cool stuff. It is cool to just sometimes go and shop for it
Hey, Cody Bell, you buying that PS6 at launch at $1,000? You know you will.
and be able to lend people games. But I just feel like the disc drive to me is so important. It's not just like a luxury item. It's something that I think is very crucial to it, even if you specifically aren't using it. I know there's more and more data that people are going heavily digital, but I still feel like there is a reason and importance to keep that in there. The fact that now it's a premium, you have to pay an additional fee to have even a basic disc drive. I really just don't like that, especially at $1,000. It does kind of feel like a giant middle finger directly in the face of the fans, but
Oh my god! You're realizing it, but we all know you're still gonna shell out the money for that fucking console. Like, it's almost as if you realize how they're fucking you, but you allow it to happen. You know, it's I find it fucking mind-boggling that you guys realize how PlayStation's fucking you, but then you just allow them to do it to you. You have no spines. You have no backbones. If you did, they wouldn't keep doing this to you guys. That's what it comes down to. You guys buy PlayStation products no matter what it is and no matter what the fucking cost. And then you wonder why everyone calls you guys out for it because you're causing a ripple effect across the fucking industry. When PlayStation started charging $70 a game, you guys were like, oh, you brokies just don't want to pay for games. Fuck, I don't want to spend $70 on a game. Like, who wants to spend $70 on a fucking video game? You know, it's almost as if, you know, the cost of living hasn't gone down. And it's almost as if minimum wage hasn't gone up. Ha. Well, it's almost as if you don't realize that the average person, this is going to kill their fucking console. If they launch this, I think it will be the turning point and the end of PlayStation, because all you will have left are the people who are willing to spend whatever PlayStation gives them, and they'll keep shilling out their money for PlayStation. He said it before, okay? Even if this console comes out at 1,000, he's still going to buy it. He's not going to hold the company accountable for their actions. Like, come on.
Welcome to the Wanderer's Outpost, where there are many wanderers from different planets, each with their own role. As a recruit,
the specs themselves. Let's talk about the power of the PlayStation 5. Essentially, if you look at the breakdowns and comparisons, it is more powerful than the PlayStation 5 Pro, obviously, right? It's more powerful than the base PS5. It's a pretty decent leap. I'm not going to pretend that this is like the giant, craziest reinvention of the wheel, but it is a decent upgrade.
Okay, Zubitech, you cannot be this fucking stupid. You really think that the fucking thing is going to have 30 gigabytes of GDDR6 7 RAM? No, it's not. It's going to have 16. Because that's all these devices need. It's going to have 16 gigabytes of VRAM. Okay? Like, I don't think you realize how much a 30 gigabyte GPU is. Okay. Yeah, you're paying at least $1,000. Okay, so okay. Okay, so your 5090, which has got 32 gigabytes of VRAM, and that is your GDDR7 that you're talking about here. That thing is almost $4,000. Do you think there's gonna be $4,000 worth of hardware in your fucking PlayStation? No. Okay. The 4090, which has 24, still is sitting over 2,600. Okay. The 9070 XT, which is probably no, it's probably not going to be there. It's going to be lower. You're going to probably be getting the equivalent of a 9060. I'm just being honest with you. But a 9070, which is a top brand from AMD, is $700. Okay, the 7900 XT, which has got, I think, I don't remember what it is. Anyways, it's yeah, that's a 20 gig fucking GPU. That is $1,100. Okay. All right. Intel doesn't have anything. Okay, so the point being, if you guys, you fanboys, really fucking think that PS6 is gonna have 30 gigabytes of fucking VRAM of GDDR7, it's AMD making it first off, and AMD doesn't make GDDR7; they make GDDR5. Or no, I think it's 6 actually. They make GDDR6s on their GPUs. First off, and second off, it's going to be more like around maybe, or it's going to be 16 gigs. It's going to be 16 gigs of VRAM because that's all it needs. And the other thing that happens with 30 gigabytes or with that is that, well, that 16 gigs is all you're going to have. You're not going to have any internal RAM because these devices don't need high internal RAM because they're meant to run at a fast-paced scenario, not have a lot of things going on in the background. So like your PC, your gaming PCs, we use regular RAM sticks, and then we've got VRAM. I wouldn't date a trans woman, period. That's not my type, buddy. Okay, we're gonna be right back. I gotta take a piss.
I done made a throne of gold, and they just sold news. I'm still running this in no boots, maker of only the bold moves. People still bumping my old tunes, records infinity, shiny and spinning. If I quit, it'll be documented inside of a lavish ballroom. Famous last words, fuck all you. I was thinking about listing all of y'all's names and hitting the Heil Hitler and cashing you out flames. I was writing the list and adding the numbers the same, and the math wasn't matching. You ain't Marshall Mathers, you blame. They getting rid of themselves, cause they don't know when to stop. Asking them my MC and no risk, my ass a cop. Cheat them, counting motherfucker, country shit on every drop. You ain't street smart, if you was, you could identify the opposite. Get your high school picture, yellow polo ain't pop. Alabama shell necklace and some white boy shock. I had Goodwill shoes, too big with 3 socks. I grew up on David Allen, you fake used to listen to Tupac. Motherfucker, I'm really that motherfucker, you motherfucker. You couldn't even be that motherfucker if you fuck my mother, you motherfucker. And you suffering, sucking ass, probably sucking for cash and suck gas. So catalog not even good enough trash to wipe my cracker ass, you fucking fag. And you ain't doing rap, you doing standing in the biggest shadow. You shadow acting, this dude's record ain't platinum or gold, they going plastic. Not even enough sales to be a regular vinyl. As homie copy my track rhythm, the song title is vital. I'm never being controlled on my outlaw shit. Music history highlight ain't this and never gonna be. Down south, baby, only sipping strong tea. And I done made a throne of gold, and they just sold news. I'm still running this in no boots. Maker of only the bold moves. People still bumping my old tunes. Records infinity, shiny and spinning. If I quit, it'll be documented inside of a lavish and ballroom. Famous last words. Fuck all you. And I think the devil was a size 12 shoe. I think the devil was a size 12 shoe. Well, my halo was size 12 too. And the devil was a size 12 shoe. Thanks for the penny loafers, motherfucker. Church! Motherfucker! Galati on the beat, motherfucker! Ha! No, I ain't fucking with me. Take y'all's old ass to fucking Moose Lodge. I'm doing that.
All right. Get back into this.
And it does make me think that maybe high-end PlayStation 6 games will have some extra ability to have like crazy draw distance or some ability to like fast travel instantaneously without any loading screen. There is some cool ideas, but
I don't think it's going to be what you guys are expecting. You guys, okay, first off, you're using Zubitech, who is a PlayStation fanboy, who doesn't know fucking hardware, okay? And you're using that as a fucking source. You realize, first off, you're not beating the allegations. We all know you're a fucking Sony pony. All right? But get your facts straight before you get into this. It's not going to be 30 gigs. It just isn't. And it's not going to be 32 gigabytes a second. We don't even have any hardware that's capable of that. It doesn't exist. Anyways. You guys are fucking brain dead. You guys don't know how things work. You guys do not know your tech. But here we go, guys. You guys are assuming you guys are... You know that somehow, even though we don't have specs and the console hasn't even been announced yet, you're assuming this thing's going to be about as powerful as a fucking 5090. It's almost as if you guys do not understand fucking hardware. Like, at $1,000, it's not going to be the equivalent of a 5090. I'm sorry.
I guess my thing is that the PlayStation 5 Pro already looks so fantastic. I guess I kind of want to see a trailer for the PlayStation 6 to kind of sell me on it. Right now, maybe it's just that like my imagination can't conceive it, but games are already looking so good with micro facial expressions. And like when you look at Death Stranding, some of the fact that it's literal movie quality actors and
my graphics, it's gotta look so pretty. Who cares? You know what is more important to me than graphics and graphic fidelity? Gameplay. You know, it's almost as if the majority of people prefer games that you actually have to play. That's why you guys cannot handle fucking Xbox games, because you guys like games without gameplay. Look at The Last of Us. You guys fucking love that game, even though it sucks. Why does it suck? Because there's literally no gameplay. There's little to no gameplay, and it holds your hand the entire fucking time. It's almost as if the developers were praising Elden Ring for having gameplay.
instant photo mode and constellations and sitting in a hot tub with a ghost baby and fighting against monsters by peeing directly in their mouth. It's wild to me that that game already looks so good. So it's hard to think about a PlayStation 6 and go, okay, what more can you offer me for this price tag? That's double what I paid for a PlayStation 5. Am I really going to pay double what I paid for a PlayStation 5 for a product that's 20% better? Kind of seems like bad math, in my opinion. So, according to Insider Gaming, the PlayStation 6 will launch with a detachable disk drive. Now, I wanted to put this in here. This is actually a post from last year. I did see some people talking about the fear of it is that right now, if you get a disk drive, these detachable disk drives, they require the internet. And this is not an option. You see here's a PlayStation 5 Pro. When you plug a detachable disk drive into a PlayStation 5 Pro, it has to talk to the internet in order to enable it. This is like part of a legal thing. It basically keeps you from like bootleg and Blu-rays, but a lot of people just don't like this because it definitely stops future proofing. It does make it where essentially, whenever the Sony servers for a particular console go offline, say they flip the giant off switch of PlayStation 4 in 2027, your disk drive becomes inert. All the games, everything, it just literally stops working. Some people are kind of afraid that it's weird to think about the fact that they could react, just basically turn off your disk drive of your console hypothetically. So when I heard about this last year, you can see this was posted September 8th, 2025.
Sadly, I can see PlayStation doing that.
I was immediately just kind of thought, I don't like the idea of this all digital future. I've been speaking against the all digital future now for pretty much since like 2006, or sorry, not 2006, since 2015, 2016, whenever the first idea really talked about, hey, the future of gaming is all about being purely digital.
We are definitely headed that route. I don't understand how you don't understand it. Okay, there's a lot of bonuses about going into a digital world. Yes, there's some negatives, but there's usually workarounds. For yes, on console, there is no positives to an all digital world. There really isn't. On PC, absolutely. We have access to so many fucking components and hard drives and SSDs. We could sit there and have an external SSD and throw all our fucking games in and call, oh, well, there we go. Then if I want to play the fucking game, even though it's been removed, I can still play it because I still own the fucking game. But yes, on console, they will remove your access and you won't have access to the game. We saw it happen literally with the Crew 1. Okay? So it's going to keep happening. Okay, well, you can still play, you still own the Crew 1, you just can't play it. The all digital world is not, it works on one front. It's fine on PC. Does not work on console. Like, I'm just being honest. And I do see a problem, but at the end of the day, we're all heading that way anyways. Like, look at our movies. I mostly just use Netflix and fucking Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, that kind of ESPN. Like, I don't really buy movies anymore. Like, I'm not going to go out and buy the newest and greatest movie anymore because I don't see a sense in that purchase. Then it's going to take up space, and I'm not going to have space for other things. Like, granted, if it's an older movie, of course I'll still buy them. And eventually I probably will start buying more movies. But the point being that I'm not going to go out of my way looking for a movie at Walmart or Target because that doesn't interest me. If I'm going through a thrift store and I see a movie that I want in my collection for some reason, I'll do that. That's the reason why I got Free Willy, is because I went through a goddamn food shelf. Or no, it wasn't a food shelf. It was a garage sale. And I was like, holy crap, all 3 Free Willy movies. I was like, absolutely. And then I of course got my PC or my Xbox games, which really I only have 3. That's funny. I own this on PC as well, and I've been playing the shit out of it on my PC. But anyways, the point is I don't sit there and go out of my way to buy fucking games or to go buy movies anymore from the store because, for one, I rather not have to go all the way, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't live that close to a fucking Walmart. Like, it's a trip to Walmart. And the GameStop we have kind of sucks. So there is a retro store, but again, that's also not within, it's in the town of next over. But that's what I'm getting at. Like, I don't see the sense in it much anymore. Like, it's getting worse and worse as I age. I don't see the point of having all these fucking games lying around. But granted, I guess maybe it's just because I don't have the collection anymore. Like, if I still had it, maybe it'd be a different story. But personally, like, I don't see the sense in going out and buying all these games, going out of my way looking for a specific title. Like, I don't see the sense. If I go to a store and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna spend some money, might as well. I want to go buy an old PS2. Then I'll just go to the fucking retro store, pick up a PS2, bring it home, hook it up to my television. I'll obviously use an upscaler because I'm not buying a fucking CRT TV, and then I'll play it that way. And then, yeah, I'll have my collection of PS2 games. But at the end of the day, I don't need them. You see where I'm getting at? Like, you don't take anything with you when you die, anyways. It all stays back in the real world.
I don't like the concept simply because I do think there is value in ownership. You can make
There's value in ownership. Okay, so you want to still own physical copies, even though all of the game developers right now and all three console manufacturers have admitted that not all the game is on those discs. Less than 30% of those games are actually on that disc. That is nothing more than a CD key to give you rights to play in the game.
the analogy of, oh, everything's digital on Steam and it all works great there. There have been digital stuff. If you've ever played mobile games, I guess I haven't, but all mobile games, those are all digital. There isn't necessarily an importance to physically having stuff, but I still feel like maybe it's just that preservationist, that collector inside me as a person that loves buying physical books, even though I could have like a digital library. I don't know. I don't like the idea of this all digital future, and it sucks to me that PlayStation really is leading the charge.
They aren't. PC is. They're not leading the charge to all digital. First off, Xbox has an all digital console, and they have for the last generation. On top of that, PCs. Like, you buy gaming PCs nowadays, and they don't come with fucking disk drives. You don't, like, even when you're building it, most of the time, you don't use a disk drive because you have no need for it. Yeah, you can go get an external disk drive and hook it up, but even then, like, what's the point? Like, trust me, when I finally put my Steam machine together with fucking Godzilla over here, I'm going to still put a disk drive in just to say I have it. That's because the case has got disk drive base. But it's old. That's the thing. It's old. So it has the disk drive base. New cases do not have disk drive base. Like, all right. Does that look like it has a disk drive bay? That's literally no disk drive bay. Nothing. Like, where are you putting a disk drive? Like, there is no spot for a disk drive. Like, that's what I'm ultimately getting at. Like, not every device is like, you're assuming PlayStation's taking the charge on this. They weren't the first ones to do it, and neither was Xbox. So, what are we doing here?
Sony is so far ahead in the console market by just a metric mile that if they say, hey, next gen is all digital, I'm afraid that people are going to kind of match that pace. They're going to get people.
You really think that? It's not like PlayStation is actually fucking scared of Steam. It's not like PlayStation's scared of Xbox right now and those PC hybrids. The fact that he thinks that they're in head, even though Steam is literally going to be launching a Steam machine. And I don't know if you noticed, but Steam has a much larger user base than PlayStation does. So if every Steam user went out and bought a Steam machine, PlayStation would be dead or would not be first. Would it? The truth kind of hurts, doesn't it? Like, I know. Like, this guys, hear him.
acclimated to this idea that, to me, even if it's good for business, is bad for gamers. I don't know, man. These have been some off the cuff thoughts of me talking about the PlayStation 6 with the world's smallest controller. Look how teeny tiny that is. All right. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. And tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. How much is too much for a PlayStation 6? And how do you feel about the lack of a disc drive?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. They're going to sell you guys on $1,000 fucking hardware or old ass fucking hardware at $1,000, and you guys are going to fucking buy it and say, thank you. May I please have another? All right.
Landing pages, content hubs, e-commerce sites, you describe it and it's built in minutes.
Hey there, gamers. Dreamcast guy here. Today
we're gonna watch this and we're gonna probably end it here, guys. I'm not. Yeah, I know I've got quite a bit to still do and stuff like that. So I figure we start the stream early, get it done with. I'm tired. Okay, I've been so busy with things lately.
Talking about the PlayStation 6, but not the console version of it, because one of the strangest leaks about next gen is that Sony is not just trying to do a bigger and better home console. They're not just trying to make a PlayStation 5 2. They're trying to do a separate lane. They want to essentially take the market share of the Nintendo Switch. They want to basically take a handheld version of the PlayStation 5 and make a portable, completely playable, high-powered piece of tech. Well, today's leak is that the PlayStation 6 Portable is going to be pretty dang beefy. It's going to be even stronger than an Xbox Series S. So it's going to basically be next-gen graphics on the go. But as good
as Series S. A Series S is going to be more powerful than a Series S. That's not very impressive. To mention fucking both the Xbox fucking handhelds are more powerful than a Series S. So it's going to be weaker than the Xbox ROG Allies.
As this sounds, I have to wonder about the sacrifices that are going to be made, right? I collect a lot of handhelds. I play a lot of handhelds. And let me tell you, the better the graphics, usually the worse the battery life. Let's talk about if this is actually...
Oh my God, it's almost as if you guys are running into the thing that PC gamers have been dealing with for a long time. For example... if I do not have my fucking power cable hooked up into this while I'm gaming, it will die like that. It's almost as if it's something we've already been dealing with. This is nothing new.
Practical and a possible price point, because as cool as this seems on paper, I'm skeptical as to how popular it'll actually be. Let's get into it. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could please give this video...
It's almost like the PS5 fucking handheld. PlayStation handheld fucking sucked.
A like and subscribe if you haven't already. Real quick before we start, yesterday I was actually getting tacos last night, and I actually had a subscriber walk up to me, and he was talking to me, and he said, "I'm surprised you're 6 feet tall." He said, "From your videos, I thought you were going to be like 5'4". Do I look like I'm 5'4"? I was actually cracking up because he literally was looking up at me and he's like, "Oh, I always thought you'd be like a little short guy." This caught me off guard. Anyways, PlayStation...
You're still short to me.
6 GPU is more powerful than the Xbox Series S. Now, immediately, a lot of the comments are like, okay, well, the Xbox Series S came out 6 years ago. Hopefully, tech is advanced. This isn't quite the case. This isn't just about, next gen has to be more powerful. I think it's more about the fact that making an Xbox Series S fully portable, fully a console that is made to just pick up and go. Now, This thing, we're going to go more deep into it, but the talk about the next gen handheld is that essentially it's going to be fully independent. It will be dockable like the Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2 is and be able to play stuff on the screen, but the whole idea is that it's going to be roughly the power of a base model PS5. So it'll be able to play PlayStation 5 games native.
I bet. So you guys are finally getting something that the last PlayStation Portable should have been? So you guys are getting something that this should have been, and like you're excited for it.
And sort of downscaled version of PlayStation 6 games. But this right here, I think, is the
Canadian gamer by far.
sentiment that is sticking in my mind the most. Now, tell me about that battery life. Breaking modern tech is more powerful than older tech. I am a huge advocate for the best battery life possible, right? I just feel like I very much grew up in that era of the original Game Boy. And the thing about the original Game Boy that made it so incredibly popular, it wasn't the graphics, it wasn't how crazy the screen was and stuff. It was literally that it had an absolutely insane battery life. The original Game Boy actually still has the best battery life of pretty much any handheld ever made. And I'll be honest, as a person that collects handhelds, that loves handhelds, to me, the best battery life, if it's actually supposed to be portable, still wins.
The fuck is he holding?
Complained about this, but the Nintendo Switch 2 having way worse battery life than Nintendo Switch 1, that to me is a detriment. I actually still mostly play my Nintendo Switch Lite, mostly because honestly, the battery life is so much better. I do like the fact that I can play this thing for hours.
You like the Nintendo Switch Lite over like a Steam Deck? What? It's not like you can dock the Switch or anything.
Sometimes, and it'll still be at 60% battery life if I'm not playing like Breath of the Wild, right? But let's talk about the other part of it, which is how they're trying to sort of sell this. I do think the big hurdle with the PlayStation 6 as a console, like the console version.
Get out of here. Stop using Fanboys as your fucking source, dude. There's no way this handheld is going to be... Oh my god, I can't. You guys seeing this? Please tell me I'm not the only one that's seeing this. I gotta pull up the fucking site again. And I just had the pricing for the 5080. You're telling me that handheld that's going to cost probably less than $1,000 is going to have the equivalence of a fucking $1,200 GPU. See, guys, I tell you, there's salt every goddamn weekend. Every fucking weekend.
Not the portable version is still that selling point of how much better can this really be than a PlayStation 5, right? I do think sometimes we take for granted how much of a leap the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5 was. Like basically no load times, more games being 60 FPS, some games now being over 120 FPS. That to me is very cool. More textures looking better, more accessibility features, faster download speed. You know, there's a lot of stuff that basically makes the PlayStation 5 better. Of course, the DualSense itself, I still think it's cool to have like haptic triggers and cool realistic vibrations, and it's like a small thing, but I do like the way the controller lights up and shows your health bar. I don't know, small stuff, right? There is a...
Why? That's all unnecessary. You don't find that unnecessary? I hate the fucking PlayStation controller. I think the new PS5, the PS5's controller is the worst controller on the market. Like, of all the controllers, I think the PS5 controller is the worst.
Interesting advancements. But when it comes to this, how can you sell a PlayStation 6 that is going to have at least that 20% power boost? I just feel like PlayStation 6 looks so good. I'm curious, how can you sell a PlayStation 6, right, for $1,000 and then now a peripheral that's probably going to cost $700? Yes, you are hearing that correctly. As much as
I hate to break your fucking little heart, but if it's going to cost you $700, it's not going to be the equivalent of a 5080, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ, you guys have no clue which of these fucking consoles are actually capable of. If you guys did, you realize that they're you guys are overpowering them. There's no way these consoles are capable of a fucking $1,200 GPU or a fucking or a fucking $4,000 GPU. Like, they're just not. Once you guys figure that out, you guys come talk to us about hardware. Actually learn about hardware before you fucking go making a video, you fucking moron. These fucking fanboys have no fucking clue. Absolutely no clue.
Complained about the $500 Nintendo Switch 2. This will be a $700 handheld PlayStation 6. Aims to be extremely more powerful than Nintendo Switch 2. That's not a big deal. Nintendo is worried. We're going to follow that in a second. Docked mode will be the power around a mid-range PC 5080 build. Again, this is a thing everybody in the comments are like, 5080 build seems a little impossible, especially for that price point, but $700 won't be able to play physical games unless you have a normal PlayStation 6 launch when ready. So here's the thing.
I can't. These fanboys are fucking losing it, man. These fanboys are losing it. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining us here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Till next time. Till next time, stay frosty.